Hey everyone, today I'm gonna be telling you guys about the new news that has come out. I'm gonna start doing these. I hope that's okay. I hope you guys enjoy these. Like me sitting on a couch and talking about Transformers news. Now I don't have a ton of stuff to talk about on feelings, stuff that's coming out. But I do want to talk about Hatchet and 86 Hound and what's going on there and why. So, if you guys haven't heard, the Buzzworthy Bumblebee line has been canceled. Thank gosh, bro. It was about dang time. I'm so tired of that awful line that nobody likes. And all right, you guys are getting visually bored now. All right, cue the game clips. There, so that's something visual, so you can watch. Anyways, so many shelf warmers, so many things that just nobody wanted to buy. Like those tow lines are now on sale for $7.89. So I might pick one up if I see one in my Target because that's a steal. So that's something to know. But Target just decided to cut lines. And if you don't live in the US or if you don't have Target in your area, then whatever exclusive store that your Buzzworthy Bumblebee exclusives, either that they're going to have Hatchet or they've also cut ties with the Buzzworthy Bumblebee line. But I'm pretty sure they've stopped making them. So that means Hatchet's off the table. I'm not that mad about it, which is obviously the title of this video. I didn't think it looked that good. I was still going to buy it, but I didn't think it looks that good because you take a figure like that, you look at that backpack on the top, and it just looks like not good. I understand the car parts have to go somewhere. The figure has to represent that it transforms, blah, blah, blah. I get it. Trust me, I get it. But that figure's just giving me deja vu of the Studio Series crowbar. I've owned that figure 2 separate times. Did not really like it. I need to get it again for my Studio Series shelf. Dreading when I get that. I'm not spending anything over retail for that figure because it's not good. The transformation is one of the worst experiences I've ever had transforming a figure. So if you imagine Studio Series Mirage and how that figure is like not fun to transform in terms of the end. Like there's some great steps where everything just feels like it's going so smooth, and then the end where you tab everything together, the roof, you have to do all that, and then you're looking at it and you're like, oh, this isn't fun at all. Dang, that's disappointing. And the crowbar is exactly like that. It's those stupid dreads. I hate those dreads with a passion because those things, I swear, are the devil. They're just terrible. They won't go where I want them to go. Why? That's not fun. And, I know the car mode's going to be good. Studio Series has been so good with their vehicle modes. Those people mean, actually, Studio Series 102 wasn't a good vehicle mode. Yeah, it was. It's just the back. The front of the vehicle mode was everything that you need to understand. Plus, upgrade kits you can get, and they'll make it. The foundation was there for a good alt mode. Was it a perfect alt mode? No, but we've seen worse alt modes before. Heck, Studio Series Scourge has a Kibbley back, but it still looked like the thing. You still knew what it was. It was easy to understand, hey, that's Studio Series Scourge. So they've been doing a good job with that recently, but I just don't think I think it needs a little more, Hatchet's not the biggest figure. I used to have the original one that turned into the jet as a younger kid. I'm still not an adult, so I'm going to say younger kid. But that figure was excellent. I still have the missiles that turn into guns. One of the coolest concepts ever. But I think Hatchet's not supposed to be deluxe. I know we've been getting deluxe figures that should not be deluxes. And I just don't think that he's worth, I think he should be a deluxe, but with what we saw there, that did not look like a deluxe price point figure. That was giving me a lot of Earthrise Cliffjumper vibes, what everybody got. Now here's the thing. I need to stop complaining about the figure because it'll probably be great. But I just don't have a good feeling about it. I trust my instincts really well when it comes to these things. Like, everybody said Gamer Barricade's bad, but, everybody's weighing articulation too much on things, while we give Generation Springer Mount Rushmore figure, and that thing's articulation isn't great either. Like, it has the fundamentals. It's better than Barricade, but it's not that much better. I know it's a modern figure. Listen, it's just, we need to give that figure a little bit more respect for what it's doing. And most of us are just going to put it on a shelf and look at it, and what it does there is fantastic. Another thing is, I don't like the face sculpt. It doesn't look 100% correct. So that's a thing. Other stuff is, just, I know it's difficult to make a quadrupedal robot, but they've done in the past with Masterpiece Ravage, and that turned into a square. So you can make it turn into a car. So, yeah. What else? So the Hound. The Hound was another thing I wanted to talk about. It's good news for people who missed out on the Siege, and it's especially good news for people who missed out on 86 Jazz, Earthrise Sunstreaker, Earthrise Trailbreaker, and what was the last one? I think it was Wheeljack. It was Wheeljack. I'm not so happy about Wheeljack coming out. Hopefully they'll do the thing where they make it a little more accurate color schemes. Obviously, I don't need these figures because if you watch my channel, you know that I have those figures on my G1 shelf. That's one of my biggest and best displays as far as shelves are concerned. I'm almost done collecting all the characters on the original Sunbow thing. So, yeah, I'd like to get Legacy Cosmos, but yeah. But at least getting a representation of those would be fine by me. Let's see. I think that this 5-pack or 6-pack, whatever it's going to be great. It's definitely a great opportunity to pick those figures up. I would not hesitate to pre-order that because I could easily see that selling out fast. I could see that selling out just like the 5-pack did, and now everybody's up in arms and wants another reissue, even though they're staring at it, wanting it, but never pulled the trigger. And if you're wondering what 5-pack, I'm talking about the Autobots one. I think the Decepticons one is still available, but that one's a little too heavily priced for my taste. Plus, I already have most of the molds, so it's not really a use for me. So, but the 4 or 5-pack, whatever it is, with Hound, the Hound looks great. Looks great. I don't need the Hound. I've got the Siege one. I'm happy with my Siege one. I already know that Hound is going to be taken away from that 5-pack and sold for 3 times the price, so I'm not even going to think about it. But one thing I would recommend, if you do have the same figures as me, not Siege Hound, but you want to get an Earth style Hound, hear me out. Get Detritus and customize it. It's probably your best bet. Just get some green paint, practice on a few figures, but get your skills up, and you'll have yourself a Hound for like $30, which is a lot better than spending the likely $160, $150 that 5-pack's going to be for. Think about it. A deluxe, $25, and 25 times 5 is $125, but price hikes in the near future probably mean it's $27, so that's another $10, so that's $130. And can you believe it's almost $30 for deluxe now? Nuts. We need to stop. I'm going to go on a little rant here, but I don't understand the price hikes at all. Can we, I saw that the core classes went back down to $9.99, which is great, but let's keep going in that direction with deluxes, Voyagers, and Leaders, please. Honestly, if they keep making the same Commander class quality, I'm not going to care that much. But as far as those other figures, it's going to start getting crazy. What else? So I would just recommend painting Hound. It's going to give you really good value for your money. And plus, I think it's just not worth getting the entire pack if you already have the rest of the figures. Maybe you sell them off, make an extra $1 or $2 off that, but you're not going to get anything in return for that. You're not going to sell 4 of the figures out of the 5-pack and get a full ROI. But anyways, I'm getting all nerdy. Other stuff, one last thing I want to talk about was Byway Jetfire. I called it. I knew it was going to be Jetfire. I just had a feeling that they're going to do Jetfire. I'm ordering that thing as soon as it comes in stock. I am so freaking hyped. It looks fantastic. Do you see how many accessories it comes with? Here's why I'm excited. First of all, I do not want to spend the full price on Jetfire. Second of all, that figure looks fantastic. And third of all, that means I can get a jet-powered Optimus. Does that mean that I am going to buy a Byway Optimus and then 2 Byway Jetfires so that I can get a separate Jetwing Optimus? Maybe. It depends on the accessories this thing comes with. I haven't looked into it deeply yet, but after this sort of podcast that I'm doing here, it's not going to be a long episode. I'm sure I haven't been yapping for that long. But I'm going to look into it, and maybe I'll get myself a separate Jet Optimus, because Jetwing Optimus is one of the coolest freaking designs in the entire thing. Plus, that thing's going for $200, $250 on the aftermarket. And just get a knockoff. Like, it's not that big of a deal. If it's brittle, whatever. It's going on a shelf. Don't mess with it. It's that simple. So, Jetfire looks great. I heard that they're making the Rhinox and the Optimus is... The Yola Park Rhinox is going to come with Optimus's accessories for the AMK kits. So, just keep that out. Keep that in mind. So, if you have the Rise of the Beast Optimus and you want accessories, then there you go. And I think the same thing is with Cheetor, with Bumblebee. So, yeah. And that's probably all I have to talk about. I am going to be doing a 2,000 subscriber special and a top 10 figures of the year. I'm sorry I've been so late on that, but I'm waiting to open up all the rest of my figures that I have in the corner. And then I will make my list, because I know at least one of them is going to be on the list. But I just want to make sure that I open up all those figures and just see, because the Nemesis might be on the list. I don't know, maybe I won't like the Nemesis that much. I'm not going to count Magnus because I didn't get it that year. So Magnus is still on the way. I did order 2 Legacy United figures. Super excited about that. I'm not going to disclose any more information about that, but you just got to stay tuned on the channel. If you've been watching this long, comment, let's go Jetfire, with 1 exclamation point and 1 question mark. And if you do that, then you're awesome and you get a shout out. I don't know. So yeah, thank you guys so much for just being a part of this. And I'm very thankful that everything has gone the way it has. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. And if you want more of these, let me know. But with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.